Muy buenas a todos, chicos, ¿qué tal estáis? Seguimos donde estábamos y nuestro objetivo era convencer al señor Washington que nos va a echar la bronca porque hemos hecho lo que nos ha salido de la punta de las narices, así que...
What can I do for you, sir?
¿Dónde está el señor
I am
Washington?
at your service day and night, sir.
Would you happen to know where I could find Monsieur Washington?
Sorry, sir, I haven't the foggiest. Perhaps, sir, ought to try in President Washington's room?
Sí, gracias por la Mr. Obvio. No se me había ocurrido. Mira, ¿qué vas aquí?
Hey, Peru's name tag's full. And his door's ajar. Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you. All right. I've retrieved everything.
¿Qué coño ha pasado?
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris. It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it. This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around. Another painting on the massacre of the innocents?
¿Pero qué ha pasado, tío? Ah, mírale, está ahí.
Leave me, Dorishe. I don't feel like talking.
Your door was ajar, and well, given the state of your room, I was worried.
It's none of your business.
Very well. I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow, monsieur.
No, hombre, no.
I asked you to leave me alone.
Joder, qué cagada, tío. No tengo prohibido entrar por aquí a todos los lados. Bueno, por aquí no.
My dear Napoleon, as pre...
Ya me voy. No sé qué me ocultas. Sí, que sí, por aquí. ¿Puedo intentar dormir? No, no, imposible. Esto no puedo hacer nada en mi habitación, me pone muy nervioso.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
está cerrado también. Totalmente. ¿La de Washington es esta? Sí. Vamos a entrar. No está aquí.
Locked. Shit! I've broken it. Oh well. Never mind. Let's see what Washington has to hide, shall we? The president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, you can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
My dear George,
Vamos, que tiene problemas con lo que se está tomando.
Portrait of George Washington.
¿Y dónde coño puede estar, tío?
A map of Vermont.
Louis? What are you doing in my room?
Mr. President, I won't beat around the bush. I came to persuade you not to follow Lord Mortimer on this one.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Louis. That will save us some time. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I hope you're not angry at me. I know that you...
Louis, we are not children. You have your reasons. You will understand that your word no longer holds any value for me, but these things do happen. I only hope you know what you're doing. This is your first conference, and not following the Master of Ceremony who backed you seems somewhat perilous. But you are young, after all. So what can I do for you?
Look at a map of the world, Mr. President. You have no chance. Your only ally in Mortimer's plan is France. And look at the noose tightening around it. All of Europe is rising against it right now. France has no chance.
That's where you're wrong, Louis. I expect no direct support from France. That is not their role.
But what do you mean?
You ought to have come with us, Louis. I would have been pleased to explain everything to you.
But I...
I know. It's beyond you. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
Yet, hearing you speak, anyone would think that your closest ally is France.
Louis, I don't know.
Of course you intend to restore and foster an exchange with England. We both know what that means. It would weaken France's impact on American soil. From there to relinquishing your agreements with France is just one simple step.
You scored a point, Louis. Go on, I'm listening. Tell me what Sir Gregory has to offer that I don't already have with Lord Mortimer.
By following Sir Gregory, you'll be sure to be on the right side of the bayonets, Mr. President. Sir Gregory is encouraging all his partisans to go to war against Lord Mortimer's supporters. Do you really want to go to war again?
Certainly not. I would not allow it. Louis, you convinced me. I congratulate you.
Joder, madre mía. Política, otro punto más.
For your performance, because I didn't think it could happen.
I merely exposed the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty now. You really were very good, and that's that. In any case, I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer. Allow me to take my leave.
Good night, Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Well, that's one thing out of the way. The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow
Mi habitación es esta, ¿no?
morning.
Oh, por fin me puedo ir a dormir. Joder, qué alegría.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Aquí puedo sin seguir. No puedo entrar.
Huh, that's me.
Te voy a decir, vamos a tener otra pesadilla, pero directamente.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily, can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Still nothing, no.
Very well. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Las animaciones son un poco una mierda, pero... Voy a recuperar puntos de esfuerzo porque a lo mejor tengo que hacer esfuerzos. Otra vez.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to
No,
crack.
ya no,
Our
está convencido.
chessboard. He is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
Es un lío
He
terrible,
knows
¿eh?
his time has come, and I believe he is intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please, excuse me, gentlemen. I feel Tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Y ahora Godoy, no tengo ni idea, tío. Estoy... Y la otra no está en la cama. Madre mía, qué rayada, por favor. No me entero de nada. Así que me entero, pero no, ¿sabes? Es como...
Emily?
Sí, me diría que iba a estar para ti.
Emily? Are you there?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
Ah, que sigue esto así. Ay, por favor, aquí va a haber sangre, chicos.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project.
¿Dónde está
I
Godoy?
understand that you might well have a few questions to ask.
Ah, vale.
As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
Against.
Against. And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project.
Claro, es que...
Despite Duchess Hildegard's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What?
¿Qué?
So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
Well, you see, Monsieur Bonaparte, I would rather you'd have forgotten me for a minute.
¿Qué está pasando?
I am sorry, but I cannot follow you this time.
George? What?
I am against William. Please excuse me. I cannot commit the United States to such an enterprise. It's just too risky.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free.
¿Qué?
And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need. Jacques, you're not alone.
There's nothing you can do against him.
Of course there is. We've already started.
How can you say that, knowing he's already probably gotten rid of your mother, Louis?
No, he hasn't. She's still here. She's alive, Jacques.
But...
Yes, trust me. This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward. So give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
I don't want him to talk to me.
Don't worry. You're safe now, Jacques.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet here
Salvador.
stopped you. Your behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment. My friends, we shall continue the conference.
He tenido que utilizar todo lo que tenía.
The inexcusable behavior of my guest.
Pero bueno.
You all need to recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
El cónclave. Ahora sí que subo de nivel. Puedo ponerme de ajedrez el libro este, o sea... Vamos a ver, tengo uno de... Inquisición, que está aquí. Inquisición. Lógica, lingüística y psicología. Lógica, lingüística y psicología. Perfecto. No sé si habremos conseguido eso, pero vale.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course.
Es que no hay luego comprender por qué lo habrá hecho.
He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Peru with care, but rest assured,
Va a morir.
he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Joder. El pájaro muerto.
Louis, I wanted to thank
Pero
you
si...
personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You
Este
have
sabe
given us
todo,
all
tío.
a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Es que me estoy rayando.
Humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything,
Puede ser.
didn't he?
No, not his life.
Bueno.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis, One
El
more
pájaro.
thing, please. What a pity you didn't support me during the conference. I hope I can count on you on the day of the vote. This major project needs men like you, Louis.
And you never know, right? Maybe by then, I'll see things differently.
Well, thank you for allowing me to believe in that possibility, Louis. From here on, I shall make it my mission to persuade you to change your vote.
Be my guest. But I hope your arguments are very, very persuasive, because I'm not the only one who isn't on your side.
Oh, rest assured, I am working on it.
Very well then. I'll see you later, my lord.
Pero bueno, chicos, lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Cada vez pues sabemos más cosas y nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Hasta la próxima.